Hello! Welcome to another video. There is a glare on my glasses and you're gonna have to deal with that, I apologise. But welcome to 2023 in review. It is New Year's Day. I have a live studio audience.
Yay!
Who will probably chip in every now and then during this because I feel like this is going to be pretty brutal to myself because I've pulled out the notepad where I have my goals for 2023. I've only glimpsed at the first one and I've already failed, so we're off to a cracking start. We're gonna review 2023, what I achieved, what I perhaps didn't achieve, and see how I feel about myself after that. Let's crack on with it. So I've got my core pile spreadsheet up over here. You can't see it, but I can. And I read a total of 114 books in 2023, which is more than I did in 2022. Hurrah! Thank you. They will get their prompts. Yeah, last year, oh no, I can't say last year anymore. 2022, I read 99, but thank you. It would have been 104 if it weren't for my DNFs, whereas 2023, 114 in total, would have been 122 without DNFs. So, how many DNFs does that mean I had? 8. 8 DNFs, thank you. 8 DNFs in the year, which is okay. I'm not too mad about that because I know I did go into the year with kind of the mentality of that life's too short for shit books. So that's all good. And 114 smashed my reading goal of 100, so that's fantastic.
Yay!
Just out of frame being like, come on, I need cue cards. The next graph along says how many pages I read in total this year, which is 37,576. I actually don't know if that's good or not because I don't know what it was the year before. I don't know what I can compare that to, but nearly 40,000 pages is okay going, I suppose. My most successful reading month by a long shot was April, when I did 30 books in 30 days. I read a total of 30 books.
Yay!
And the page count for April was 7,052. My worst reading month, August. What did I do in August? I don't know what was happening in August. I started my new job at the end of July, so it could have been that. But in August, I read 2 books, and my page count total was 608.
Boo!
Not great. There's a lot of things in core pile that I don't track because I'm lazy, so I don't have much more to tell you other than 55.7% of my reads were of the fantasy genre.
Oh my goodness.
Shocking. What is incredibly shocking is that my second most read genre, with 14.8%, I'm actually going to ask the audience if they can predict what it is.
Romance.
No.
Sci-fi.
No.
The fuck?
Paranormal.
Oh.
Paranormal with 17 books.
What did you read that was paranormal?
Toilet Bound Hanakoken is paranormal, and I read a lot of that this year. So yeah, a shock. My third most read genre, doing a little podium here, is sci-fi, which is less shocking, I feel. My most popular book length, not shocking considering how much Toilet Bound Hanakoken I read, was 150 to 200 pages, because I read a fair bit of manga this year. Do I track anything else? My most popular star rating for the year was 4-star. I only gave 10 books 5-star ratings this year. But you'll have to find out what they are in my best books of the year video, which I haven't filmed yet. And 5 2-stars as well. But you'll have to find out what they are in my worst books of the year video, which will probably also feature the 8 DNFs. Over half of the books that I read were adult, Only 14% of the books that I read were middle grade. I was definitely on a bit of a middle grade downer this year. It picked up towards the end of the year. Hopefully I can continue enjoying middle grade into the new year, because it was sad that I didn't feel those middle grade vibes. Yeah, I've got no more stats for you. So there's the rundown on my reading year. My year outside of reading, I was unemployed for a portion of it, lost one job, started a new job.
Yay!
It was very all over the place. But I feel like we've ended it in a pretty stable place. I love my new job. We've moved house in this year. This is my new library. You haven't seen it from this angle yet. So that's all very positive, I feel. And I definitely think, comparing 2023 to 2022, 2023 kicks ass. So that's all good. Thank you. Let's have a little peep at what my 2023 goals were. Number 1. I feel like I failed at this, however I have just given you a rundown of stats, so I'll let you decide if I have failed or not. Number 1. Try to get better at book tracking.
Full disclosure, we helped her update her Goodreads yesterday at 6:30.
And it took us about an hour to find the missing book.
Yeah. But I was only in November.
It's better than it was when you had to do
A year's worth.
Yeah.
So I definitely got better. I'm still not a book tracker. I try with Corpal, I try with Goodreads. Once upon a time I tried with Storygraph. I'm just not very good at it. Feels like homework, feels like a chore, and then I don't want to do it. But I did better. So there's that.
Ooh.
Thank you. Goal number 2, smashed it. 100 books read for the year.
Yay!
Number 3, have a better focus on reading series. I would say I did that. Just fixing up Corpile a little bit to work out how many series I actually finished. Only 8. I thought I had done better than that, to be honest. But that's not tracking the ones that I'm now, up to date with that aren't finished. Like Skandar, for example. But I would still say I had a better focus on series. I definitely know there were a few series that I did just fly through. I finished the Faithful and the Fallen series. I read through the Lycanius pretty quickly. Yeah, I'll say that's a win. Number 4, read some self-published books. That's quite a vague goal, and I definitely achieved that one, because I did read some self-published books. What have I read that's self-published? I read Serpent and the Wings of the Night when that was self-pubbed. I'm currently reading Of Blood and Fire, yes. I read Voice of War and Stones of Light. So some. Some was the goal, some has been accomplished, so I'll take that. Number 5, more mood reading, less TBRs. I think I've achieved that, to be honest, so I'm happy with that. Number 6 is probably a bit of a failure. Try to get back to vlogging. I did some vlogging, not as much as I wanted to, and my content throughout the year definitely has come in waves. When I was unemployed, I had more content. Then getting the new job and getting used to that routine, the content definitely dipped, the vlogs dipped, so meh. Number 7, attempt to put some passion back into my channel.
More passion, more energy,
More footwork.
More footwork.
Absolutely, what they said. I think at the point of writing these goals, because I know that 2022 was a really bad year for me, mental health wise, and I hated a lot of what I was doing, I would say that I have achieved that, because I enjoy it a little bit more than I did, but that's because I didn't enjoy anything. So I don't really know if that counts, but I'm gonna take the win. Number 8, more of a focus on adult fantasy, and with over half of my books being adult fantasy, win.
Oh my god,
Number 9 is a failure, because this is actually a goal I've put on for this year and didn't realise was on last year's list. Try the 3-to-1 book buying limit. That didn't happen. I forgot I said that. And this year with it, I'm going to try and make it more of a like visual tracker, whether I get like a jar to put little tokens in or something, but actually remember that it exists as a goal. Whereas in 2023, clearly I forgot. And ultimately goal number 10 was keep it fun, enjoy yourself with less pressure. Did I enjoy myself with less pressure?
Yes.
Yeah, no TBS.
Yeah, I didn't try and inflict a schedule on myself at any point. You know what? It really helps to have a group of friends that just whip you into shape when you start to derail yourself. Has anything else happened in 2023 that I need to review? It would be interesting to see how my library has evolved, and I am going to do a entire unread TBR video as I did last year. I haven't done that yet, so I can't tell you how they compare, but keep your eyes peeled for that one because it will come at some point soon-ish. No pressure. I think I probably have more unread books now than I did, purely because my library's bigger. Throughout the year we've definitely done some wild book shopping days, but before moving house I did cull a lot of my books, so I'll be interested to see how that compares. Oh, something else that I need to review actually is my top priority TBR, because I thought I was doing so wonderfully at that, and in the beginning of the year I was doing so wonderfully at that. So, Alicia, you remember most of the books that were on it. What did I have?
Emperor's Blades trilogy. That's one of the ones you
Did not get to.
Day of Fallen Night you started.
Yes, I'm currently reading Day of Fallen Night.
Legacy of Light. I think you read everything else though.
Faithful and the Fallen was on it, smashed it. Lycanius was on it, smashed it.
Legacy was on there, but yeah.
Legacy of
2 or 3.
Ash was on there, and I read Legacy of Ash and I read Legacy of Steel. The Joe Abercrombie series, Half a King, smashed that. Malevolent 7 was on there, smashed that. Grace of Kings, did not even start that. I think Grace of Kings and Emperor's Blades are the only ones that were on that list that I did not start. Because although Legacy of Light is now a running joke, Legacy of Ash was actually the one that was on that list. And I read it. I'm happy with that, I think. I would have obviously liked to have read all of the ones on that list, and then when it came to my end of year TBR, that was just ridiculous, like from the start. Like even when I was making that TBR, it was ridiculous. So we'll just pretend that never happened. But overall, as a year, I'm pretty happy with it. Had some ups, had some downs, but reading-wise, YouTube-wise, my channel, as I say, it's been very up and down. I feel like I haven't really achieved much here this year, but in my life, I feel like I've achieved a fair bit.
Yay! Woo!
Thank you. And I think that with everything being stable, 2024 could be a very successful year. So, stay tuned for whatever happens in 2024. Hopefully smashing more goals. My goals video is already up if you haven't seen that. My top priority TBR for 2024 will be coming. My entire unread TBR will also be coming. There's lots of other things that I want to do fairly early in the year, you know, the like best books, worst books, things like that. It's all going to be in the making. And hopefully I can give you some more regular content. That would be nice. Okay, well, thanks for listening to me ramble about my year. I hope your 2023 was also very successful. And if it wasn't, then fuck it, try again next year. This year.
Woo! Woo!
I never know how to end videos.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night.
Good night. Bye!